What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Luis King Kong Ortiz. Luis's manager says that Whyte is a great fight to land an Anthony Joshua shot. Of course, early this week, heavyweight contender Luis Ortiz made it clear that he was very willing to get in the ring with Dillian Whyte in the coming months. He's open to travel over to the UK for the fight. Whyte has been out of the ring since August when he was knocked out in brutal fashion by Alexander Povetkin. He dies. Okay. And since then, Whyte has been trying to secure a concrete date for the rematch, with the November 21st and the January 30th being pushed back as Povetkin recovers from COVID-19. And he said, Jimenez said, if we could land the Dillian Whyte fight, I think that would be a great stepping stone, especially in the UK market, said Jimenez. Dillian Whyte is no walkover. He's no stepping stone. But if that fight were to happen and Luis could come out victorious, I think we deserve an Anthony Joshua fight. Now, let me counterpunch. I think Jimenez is absolutely right. And I think what he's doing now for his fighter is exactly what he should have done last year for his fighter. See, Luis King Kong Ortiz could be in the same situation Andy Ruiz was. I mean, in every sense of the word. He could have broke records because he could have been the first Cuban heavyweight champion of the world. Okay. He could have upset Anthony Joshua in June. Depending on what was wrong with Joshua, was a lot of tangibles in these things because Luis Ortiz wasn't his primary. He was the next best thing. So there might have been a different outcome, but then again, he wasn't the first. He was not Jarrell Miller. Jarrell Miller was the chosen fighter that screwed everything up initially. All right. So he could have been that guy to do all this. And on top of that, the reason he wasn't that guy was because of Jimenez. Okay. He dropped the ball. He started putting things on Instagram that wasn't true about a huge promoter in the UK, and his name was Eddie Hearn. And he shouldn't have done that shit. And that was bad about his fighter. Now, saying that he was the guy that was going to lowball him, that was a very bad thing to do. You know, and then he didn't even tell Luis Ortiz. Okay, now there were other people involved, right? Jimenez is his manager. If there was other people involved, Jimenez should have been responsible enough to tell Luis Ortiz and his trainer what was up. Okay, so he knew he screwed up. Okay, because when Eddie Hearn found out that, hey, okay, now we're getting this narrative in the US of A that we're lowballing fighters, knowing damn well $5 to $6 million, how the hell is that lowballing anyone? Okay, so I think at this point, since Luis Ortiz had his second showdown with the WBC heavyweight champion, now formerly the WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder, now this is the next best thing to do. And the question you ask yourself, what sticks out? Why isn't he calling out Tyson Fury? He's not calling out Tyson Fury because he doesn't believe, or he doesn't have faith in the pay. Okay? They know about Anthony Joshua's pay, and that's one thing that you should realize when it comes to Jimenez. He knows what was at stake. He knows what was on the table. When Anthony Joshua and Team Joshua with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom offered Luis Ortiz, what, $5 to $6 million? He knew that shit was real. Okay? He knew that was real. But for whatever reason, maybe it was influence from Al Heyman. I believe that. But, you know, he didn't take it. And they were, well, we're getting a Wilder fight. Okay, fine. You got the Wilder fight. You're supposed to make $7 million. You know, I mean, I don't think that's the case, because anybody that made $7 million wouldn't be as hungry as Luis King Kong Ortiz is now to get back in the ring with anybody credible. I mean, anybody. Dillian Whyte, Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua. He wants to fight anyone. That doesn't look like someone that made $7 million from fighting Wilder. That's my counterpunch on that. Okay, think about it. When Marcos Maidana made $3 million, he retired from the sport of boxing. He definitely retired in the second fight. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't that long ago. That was in 2014. Money didn't change that much, right? Or lose value that much from 2014 to now. That's 6 years ago. Okay? So that should tell you that I don't believe that Luis Ortiz made that type of money with Wilder. Nonetheless, though, he knows where the money is. That's why he's calling out Anthony Joshua. He wants Anthony Joshua to be that guy that's at the end of the rainbow, that pot of gold. Absolutely. And he has to get through Dillian Whyte to do it. Oh, well, be it. That's what he should have done in the first place. Back to what I was saying, that's exactly why Jay Jimenez now is trying to play catch up. Because he knows what they had and they want what they had was, or what was offered to them now. And they want to work themselves up because they know at this point, the Wilder sweepstakes over. It's expired, okay? Because Wilder has lost his WBC strap for all shits and giggles and argument purposes, squashed. He's not the WBC champion no more. So as much as Wilder loves Ortiz, he won't give him another opportunity. So by default, Luis Ortiz has to fight for something. He wants to be a heavyweight champion. Why not? I think it's a great idea. I've always wanted to see Dillian Whyte take on Luis Ortiz and vice versa. Okay? Because those guys were the top dudes on both sides of the pond. Okay? You had Luis Ortiz over here. You had Dillian Whyte over here. Okay, and then this guy, Matchroom, this guy, PBC, Fox, or whatever, they couldn't see eye to eye. Now, let's hope that they can. But yes, I agree with Jay Jimenez, but a lot of things have to happen before Luis Ortiz can get in the ring with Anthony Joshua. And let's hope it all comes in his favor, and I wish them the best. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Jay Jimenez saying that the best option to fight Anthony Joshua was through Dillian Whyte. Leave your comments below. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.